Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. My name is Matt. On YouTube, we post just one new story each week, but on our podcast, you'll find several fresh episodes released throughout the week. You can listen to us on all major platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, Pandora, and more, all completely ad-free. Just look us up under the same name, Deep Sleep Stories, and enjoy. Now, take a deep breath, and let's begin tonight's story.
Welcome to Deep Sleep Stories. Take this moment to settle into comfort, letting your body feel warmly supported and at ease. Notice how the day's concerns soften at the edges of your awareness, making room for soft tranquility to enter. As you listen, allow each gentle breath to guide you toward a deeper sense of calm. Tonight, you'll be guided into a serene realm where crimson leaves rustle in an autumn breeze and a Japanese maple garden quietly awaits. Let this soothing story carry you far from all tension, drawing you into a realm of soft color and gentle reflection. Close your eyes or let them rest on a single point and begin to tune in to the subtle rhythm of your breath. The air comes in cool, then flows out warm, carrying with it any trace of restlessness. Picture the day's busyness slowly fading as though each worry is dissolving like ink in water. Allow your shoulders to drop, your muscles to unclench, and your mind to open up to possibilities of peace. It's a simple choice to let go of what was and to embrace the gentle hush that is unfolding now. Let an easy sense of relaxation seep into you, welcoming a quiet evening's rest. Feel the slow, steady beat of your heart. Imagine it resonating with a tranquil hum that travels throughout your body, from the crown of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. In this peaceful space, every exhalation takes you deeper into a velvety relaxation, and every inhalation fills you with a soft, comforting warmth. You might notice the air around you seems calmer somehow, as if it understands your intention to rest. There is a simple truth here. With every breath, you are transitioning into a more peaceful state, preparing to embark on a restful journey of imagination and gentle story. Allow yourself the tender thought that you deserve this time. You've arrived at an oasis where only peace resides. Here, there is no need to solve, to fix, or to plan. Instead, you will be enveloped by a gentle narrative, drifting effortlessly between the world of wakefulness and the soothing land of dreams. Release that last bit of tension in your body and sense a gentle hush in the space around you. The stage is set. Let us now drift into the delicate world of a Japanese maple garden where autumn's crimson leaves whisper softly in the hush of the evening. In a quiet corner of the world, a small, secluded garden welcomes the gentle approach of autumn's twilight. The garden is a secret sanctuary, known to only a few, and it rests behind tall wooden gates with curved eaves. Within these gates stands a meticulously tended landscape of smooth stone paths, mossy patches of earth, and the crowning jewel, an ancient Japanese maple, gracefully spreading its branches like a protective canopy. Each leaf has begun to take on that exquisite shade of rich red, glowing with the promise of the season's gentle transformation. Sunlight lingers on the horizon, painting the garden in a tender amber glow. In the hush of early evening, the shapes of the maple's twisted trunk and branches form soft shadows on the ground. These shadows seem to dance faintly, swaying with the light breeze that rustles through the leaves. An air of patience and serenity embraces the scene, as if nature itself has decided to pause, allowing anyone who enters to sense the calming rhythm of shifting seasons. Time here passes slowly, in an unhurried drift, mirroring the garden's measured pulse. A single stepping stone rests at the garden's entrance, etched by the footprints of travelers who once came to linger. Beyond it, a gentle lantern flickers with a subdued, warm light, offering subtle guidance along the narrow path. The stones themselves are placed in a pattern to encourage a meditative walk. Beneath each step, a soothing crunch of gravel or a delicate sweep of moss meets the traveler's foot, reminding them to tread softly. Even the air bears the fragrance of autumn. Dry leaves, faintly smoky, and laced with the sweetness of distant chrysanthemums in bloom. Within the canopy of red, the Japanese maple branches stretch outward like a welcoming host, beckoning one deeper into the heart of the garden. Light filters through the leaves, creating soft mosaics on the stone path. As evening advances, this interplay of light and shadow becomes an ever-changing tapestry, reflecting the soft hustle of the wind overhead. The wind itself is a whisper of changing times, an almost inaudible lullaby that touches every leaf, coaxing it to shimmer in the waning daylight. Even the smallest twig seems attuned to this hush, embodying an unspoken harmony. Near the foot of the maple's trunk is a smooth wooden bench, set there for quiet reflection. Its surface is worn by seasons of gentle use, the wood polished by countless hands that once traced its grain in tranquil meditation. Moss gathers near its base, soft and emerald green, offering a gentle invitation to sit, observe, and breathe. A stone water basin, carved with graceful patterns, rests nearby. The basin collects droplets from a small bamboo spout, its constant drip echoing faintly like a gentle heartbeat in the silence. Each drop seems to hold a memory of the mountain streams it once belonged to. A traveler arrives in the garden at twilight, careful footsteps echoing on the path. Clothed in a simple robe of muted colors, this figure moves with quiet reverence, mindful of the sanctuary's solemn beauty. The traveler's eyes reflect a soft curiosity, taking in each subtle detail, each subtle shift in color. The hush of the moment envelopes them, welcoming them gently, as if the garden has long anticipated this arrival. Standing still for a moment, the traveler breathes in the crisp evening air, allowing the gentle energies of the place to resonate in the heart. The traveler has heard tales of this ancient Japanese maple and its mesmerizing autumn display, a fiery canopy so profound that it can illuminate even the calmest hearts with renewed wonder. Stepping closer, the traveler notices a single crimson leaf flutter onto the stone path. It lands softly, swirling a little before it finds rest. Its color speaks of warmth, of the turning season, of the quiet acceptance that sometimes to change is to grow. Kneeling to pick it up, the traveler marvels at its intricate veins, the artistry that only nature can design. A soft breeze stirs the remaining leaves. They rustle in a gentle chorus, as though offering a warm welcome. The traveler holds the leaf near the flickering lantern, admiring how the glow passes through the thin tissue. Shadows of veins and patterns appear against the warm light, a momentary tapestry that hints at the mystery hidden within the ordinary. Carefully, the traveler tucks the leaf into a robe pocket, intending to keep it as a delicate memento, a tangible piece of the serenity felt here. Moving further along the path, the traveler notices how carefully each element of the garden has been placed. Flat stones lead toward a modest clearing where a small pond reflects the sky. Gold and orange fish swim lazily beneath the surface, their movements unhurried. Water lilies float in subdued dignity, their leaves gently touching each other in a hushed conversation. The pond's reflection captures the flaming canopy overhead, painting the water with shades of red and gold. In that mirror, the traveler observes the shifting patterns of color, letting each ripple carry away residual tension from the soul. A light humming arises from the traveler's lips, a soft tune that resonates with the surroundings, barely noticeable yet undeniably present. It merges with the gentle splash of water spilling from an old bamboo fountain into the pond, the swirl of fish, the wavering leaves, and the hush of the breeze create a quiet, living orchestra. Even the traveler's heartbeat seems in harmony with this gentle composition. Each element appears to blend seamlessly, forming a tapestry of tranquility that soothes the mind, draping a comforting stillness over the garden. As dusk deepens, tiny lanterns along the pathways begin to glow in earnest. Their warm radiance bathes the garden in a golden aura, illuminating the maple's leaves until they shimmer like rubies set against the blackening sky. The traveler walks with measured steps, pausing now and then to marvel at the soft interplay between fire-tinted leaves and gentle lantern light. Far off, a nightingale offers a timid melody, as if testing the quiet. The bird's call seems to echo in the hush, weaving into the hush of falling night. Another bench beckons from a secluded niche, this one carved from rough stone and half covered by trailing ivy. The traveler rests there, allowing the eyes to close for a few moments, feeling the air on the skin, hearing the faint trickle of water somewhere nearby. The stones underfoot hold the memory of day's warmth, radiating a lingering heat that consoles the ankles. Overhead, the rustle of leaves becomes more pronounced, as night stirs the breeze into a slightly cooler current. The traveler senses time shifting into a gentler gear, each minute stretching into a soft, luxurious pause. In that simple stillness, memories drift through the traveler's mind like leaves floating on a slow current. Thoughts of distant hillsides, of prior journeys, and of people met along the way arise and subside without urgency. Each memory appears, rests for a moment, and then gently melts into the ambiance. The traveler breathes in, tasting the subtle flavors of the garden's night air, a faint trace of herbal sweetness, an undercurrent of cooling earth, and the mellow fragrance of gently decaying foliage that signals autumn's graceful presence. When the traveler opens their eyes, the moon has emerged, a pale silver disk climbing steadily into the sky. Its light mingles with the lantern's glow, gifting the garden a balanced luminosity that feels both mysterious and comforting. The maple's leaves, now lit by moonbeams, reveal a different dimension of beauty. Crimson becomes softened by silver undertones, and each leaf appears outlined in gentle, shimmering detail. The traveler gazes upward, marveling at how night transforms color into something new and yet just as mesmerizing. Standing once more, the traveler follows a narrow path that loops around the pond. Soft moss cushions each step, and the lanterns cast elongated shadows of nearby rocks and shrubs. Here, a miniature stone pagoda stands as a tribute to tranquility, its surfaces weathered by countless seasons. A faint coating of lichen adds subtle patterns of green against the stone. Everything in this small clearing is designed to highlight the beauty of ephemeral change, the way nature shifts with each passing moment, urging all who enter to accept impermanence as a gentle truth. A delicate bell hung from a wooden archway sways in the breeze. Its chime is barely audible, whispering a crystalline tone that dissipates into the night air. Drawn by the soothing sound, the traveler moves closer, resting a hand lightly on the arch's polished surface. And here, tucked away, is a small wooden plaque engraved with words of gratitude. Time-worn characters speak of harmony, patience, and the quiet power of observation. Running fingers over these gentle grooves, the traveler senses the presence of those who once stood in this same spot, perhaps also listening to the faint bell and feeling the garden's timeless embrace. Soft footfalls lead the traveler to a part of the garden where stepping stones cross a shallow stream. The trickling water murmurs softly over smooth pebbles, creating a lullaby that melts into the night. The traveler carefully steps on each stone, pausing midway to glance down at their reflection in the water. The mirrored image is softened by the moonlight, surrounded by the warm glow of lanterns and framed by floating, drifting leaves. For a moment there is a gentle merging of self and nature, a profound sense of unity, as ephemeral as a ripple in the pond. On the far side of the stream is a slender path that seems seldom used. It winds through a cluster of young saplings before curving around a group of aged stones. The traveler follows it with mild curiosity, noticing that the gentle hush of the garden deepens here, as though few footsteps have echoed in this hidden alcove. The wind is a timid presence, stirring the smaller maple leaves overhead. Their rustling is like a hushed conversation, an invitation for the traveler to continue onward, to discover what wonders might wait behind each turn. At last, the path opens into a tiny clearing. A smaller, more delicate Japanese maple stands here, branches drooping elegantly as though bowing in quiet greeting. Its leaves, too, have turned a vivid scarlet, though they appear especially soft in the moon's gentle glow. Thin trickles of starlight filter between the leaves, dancing across the forest floor in shimmering dots of light. The traveler steps forward, noticing the hush that reigns in this hidden corner. No trickling water, no echoing bell, just the softest murmur of leaves. This spot seems reserved for silent introspection, a place where even thoughts might become quieter. In the center of this concealed garden nook is an old stone seat, half-moon shaped. The traveler approaches it, gingerly brushing away a few stray leaves. Sitting down, the traveler feels cocooned by the hush, as if the maple's branches have formed a subtle veil around this space. Here, the night sky peeks through, unveiling clusters of stars that glitter above the canopy. The traveler's heart swells with appreciation for the simple magnitude of nature's beauty. The infinite cosmos overhead, and the intricate tapestry of leaves that frames it. Breathing deeply, the traveler notices a gentle tension dissolving from the body. The mild ache of the day's journey slowly eases, replaced by a grounded calm that settles into each limb. Like a tender exhalation, the garden seems to release its own gentle warmth, inviting deeper stillness. As if in response, the traveler's thoughts grow quiet, reflecting the graceful dance of leaves that swirl softly in the night breeze. In this magical moment, time stretches, elongating each heartbeat until it feels like a soft measure in a lullaby. A soft rustling draws attention toward the edge of the clearing. A small creature, a fox with a gleaming red coat, steps gingerly into view. Its eyes shine with curiosity under the dappled moonlight, matching the fiery tones of the maple leaves that surround it. For a long moment, the fox and the traveler watch each other in silent companionship. Neither intrudes on the other's peace. Instead, there is a shared moment of recognition. Both are visitors to this sacred nighttime realm, bound by its hush and gentle glow. After a short while, the fox inclines its head as though in quiet farewell, then slips away among the shadowy trunks. Its delicate paws make no sound on the soft ground. The traveler watches the place where the fox disappeared, feeling an unexpected kinship a sense that all living beings here share in the garden's silent wisdom. The gentle hum of the night resumes, the hush of leaves and the cradle of moonlight returning to envelop the clearing in subtle enchantment. The traveler, too, remains still, as though lulled by the hush. An impulse arises to wander deeper, yet the traveler senses no rush. The garden's entire essence whispers of patience and acceptance, encouraging one to savor each subtle shift of color and sound. With a calm spirit, the traveler eventually stands and retraces steps along the hidden path, returning to the main section of the garden. The stepping stones over the stream, the soft flicker of lantern light, and the swirling koi in the pond all greet the traveler once more with familiar warmth. Each sight is strangely comforting, as though welcoming a friend back home. Now the traveler finds a low wooden pavilion tucked beneath the arching branches of the ancient maple. The roof is made of woven reeds, and a gently flickering lantern hangs from its center. Within, a bamboo floor mat offers a place to rest or even lie down to gaze at the garden's splendor overhead. The traveler slips inside and sits, noticing the maple's radiant leaves trembling in the moonlit breeze. Their vivid reds create a gentle canopy that almost glows against the night sky. A sight so calming it seems to gently lull the mind toward pleasant dreams. Time becomes fluid in this quiet realm. The traveler's eyes drift over the garden, the faint glimmer of koi scales in the pond, the silent arcs of tiny lanterns, and the rustling crowns of maple trees. It's as if the entire place breathes with a slow, purposeful rhythm. Leaves gently fall from their branches, swirling downward in red spirals before landing on the water's surface or along the mossy stones. Each leaf's descent feels like a graceful note in a soft, unwritten melody, echoing in the stillness long after it lands. Settling into a comfortable position in the pavilion, the traveler allows thought and time to slip by unhurriedly. Peace flows like water through the soul, rinsing away any remnants of daytime concerns. The maple leaves overhead continue their gentle dance, occasionally revealing silver threads of starlight. A minute or an hour might pass. It's hard to tell in this realm where stress does not touch. The traveler's breathing sinks with the garden's harmonious silence, a gentle inhalation of earthy night air, followed by a serene, unburdened exhalation. When a soft breeze stirs, it carries the perfume of a distant patch of night-blooming flowers. Their scent is subtle, sweet, and fresh, weaving seamlessly with the cool autumn air. The sound of the bamboo spout dripping into the stone basin resonates in the distance, a kind of tranquil lullaby that keeps pace with the beating heart. In that tender atmosphere, the traveler feels a quiet urge to lie back and rest fully against the pavilion's floor. Stretching out carefully, the traveler gazes through the parted reeds at the shining disk of the moon. The moonlight reveals itself in patches through the swaying leaves, creating moving pools of silver illumination. The traveler finds each breath deepening, sinking into the plush sensation of utter contentment. The wood beneath is smooth, the night air is soft, and the hush is all-encompassing. Even the traveler's eyelids begin to weigh gently, as if guided by the soothing lull of the garden's ambiance. It is a deep peace that blankets mind, body, and heart, an invitation to slip further into rest. Drifting in a half-waking state, the traveler's thoughts float back to the first sight of the crimson Japanese maple leaves, their vivid brilliance glowing in the final rays of sunset. Autumn has a way of reminding us that change can be a gentle release, a shedding of what is no longer needed, a preparation for new growth. Each leaf that falls is a promise of spring to come, even if that promise lies far beyond the current horizon. The traveler feels comfort in that cyclical reassurance, inhaling the garden's nighttime hush as though it were a gentle vow of renewal. Hours may pass in that tranquil hush. The lanterns glow softly, gradually burning lower, and the crickets beyond the garden walls begin a muted chorus. Their song, mingled with the intermittent hush of the breeze, forms a lullaby more potent than any spoken word. The traveler remains peacefully still, lulled by the tapestry of nature's nighttime serenade. When eyes open, they catch fleeting glimpses of falling leaves, drifting through beams of moonlight, like dancing embers. When eyes close, the hush becomes even more profound, weaving gently into the traveler's dream realm. Nothing stirs the serenity here. Even the bamboo fountain's drip seems quieter, as though aware that a traveler rests nearby, dreamily soaking in the garden's peace. The overarching maple stands as a guardian, its branches cradling the night's infinite hush. The traveler's breath remains steady, a gentle rise and fall of the chest, reminiscent of waves lapping softly on a distant shore. Every part of this scene serves as a reminder that rest is as vital and beautiful as the sunlit action of day. Eventually, the traveler sinks into a deep, unencumbered slumber in the heart of the garden. Slowly, the moon begins to descend. The sky fades from its midnight blues to a softer shade. Stars blink out one by one. The hush of the pre-dawn hours is profound and comforting, like a gentle blanket that stills the world. The traveler stirs slightly, not fully waking, but shifting into a deeper level of stillness, lulled by the gentle cradle of the pavilion and the maple's watchful embrace. Another crimson leaf drifts down, settling silently beside the traveler's resting form, as though nature itself offers a gentle blessing. In that profound quiet, the garden undergoes subtle transformations. The koi rest at the bottom of the pond, drifting in slow, almost imperceptible movements. Lantern flames sputter gently, their light dimming to embers. The breeze that carried the scent of flowers has grown still, allowing the perfume to linger in the corners of the night air. All is encompassed in a peaceful, anticipatory hush. Even the horizon's edge hints at the faintest glow, the promise of dawn. Yet the traveler slumbers on, comforted by the knowledge that in this sacred space, time is not a concern. At last, a gentle stirring of birdsong heralds the approach of morning. Soft chirps and sleepy twitters echo among the branches. The ancient maple stands quietly, cradling the final hours of night as though reluctant to release the calm. And yet, it must yield to the natural rhythm of light returning. The traveler remains enveloped in dreams that reflect the garden's calm. Images of falling leaves, shimmering ponds, and quiet footpaths weave through the mind, all drenched in the tranquil hush of autumn's embrace. The garden holds its breath, suspended between night and day, cherishing these last moments of moonlit splendor. Then, with the gentlest sigh, the first streak of dawn lights the sky, washing the tips of the maple leaves in a soft, rosy glow. The final star vanishes, replaced by the subtle pastel of early morning. The air feels fresher, carrying a hint of dew and possibility. The traveler stirs, breathing in the new day's scent. But for now, sleep still lingers, as though urging the traveler to remain in this sanctuary of calm a little longer. All across the garden, tiny dewdrops form, clinging to leaves and stones. These droplets shimmer in the growing light, reflecting crimson leaves like little mirrors. The hush remains unbroken, save for the quiet coo of a dove hidden in the foliage. Nature's unhurried awakening mirrors the traveler's gentle progress toward consciousness. The traveler's eyes remain closed, the body still surrendered to slumber's embrace. A peaceful, deep rest continues. The final precious moments before the new day fully arrives. Gradually, dawn's light touches every corner of the sanctuary. The moss glistens in tender greens. The pond's surface gleams softly, and the maple's canopy radiates a subdued fire. The traveler stirs once more but does not open their eyes, lingering in that tranquil boundary between dream and waking, enjoying the soothing echo of the night's harmony. The garden welcomes the day without rush, letting the traveler's rest remain unspoiled. There is a silent understanding here. Peace persists even as light grows. Now let us drift away from that peaceful nook, leaving the traveler in a deep and restorative sleep. We carry with us the memory of crimson leaves swaying in moonlight and the subtle hush of water and wind. In this quiet moment, any listener can sense the gentle invitation of that autumn garden, softly beckoning one to surrender cares and settle into serenity. There is no haste, no burden, only a calm acceptance of the moment, an offering of rest, just as the maple drops its leaves with grace. Let the final traces of tension dissolve like mist under the first rays of the morning sun. Breathe in slowly, savoring a deep sense of comfort, and exhale gently, releasing all that is no longer needed. The hush of the garden extends beyond its wooden gates, traveling with you into this moment. It lulls you into a softer awareness, guiding you to float along waves of quiet contentment. Each breath deepens your relaxation. Each pause invites you further into repose. There is beauty in allowing yourself this tender drift towards sleep. Like the garden's leaves, you too can let go, trusting that you will awaken renewed. In your mind, you can still see the faint glow of lanterns, the silhouette of the maple's branches, and the fox's curious gaze. And as these gentle images fade, you release them with ease, sinking into a soothing darkness that holds only rest. Outside worries remain distant, and your own breath becomes the only lullaby you need. Softly, sweetly, you slip into a restful space where dreams unfold gently. Let your eyelids become heavy, if they haven't already. Feel the slow rhythm of your heartbeat, steady and comforting, like a soft drum in the distance. Imagine any stray thoughts drifting away like leaves on a pond's surface, disappearing into the moonlit ripples of your mind. In this moment, you are at peace, wrapped in the hush of night, the warmth of gentle lantern light, and the quiet companionship of the crimson leaves. Nothing is asked of you now, only rest, only sleep. May your dreams be as tranquil as the autumn garden filled with soft colors and the calm hush of turning leaves. Allow your breath to carry you deeper, lulled by this story's gentle tide. You are safe, you are cherished, you are free to journey into the soothing realms of slumber, held by the tranquil spirit of the Japanese maple garden. Good night, dear traveler. Sleep well. Let the hush of the crimson leaves guide you into gentle dreams. Your rest here is sacred, your peace profound. Sleep gently and know that you are cradled in serenity.